Now, just going back and talking about, why you purchased or why you're about to purchase this tool, want to make sure, it doesn't matter if you're going from the United States, from New York to Boston and you have really good throughput, or if you're going from New York to a ship in the Indian Ocean and you have very little bandwidth. Replicator really focuses on sending only the minimum information from point to point. So that's one of the reasons that this tool is so great. Obviously, it's event-based and it's doing active synchronization. The fault tolerance and failover for if you're using the adaptive settings that we'll talk about really probably more in day 4. Certainly, you might know that we can synchronize not only between Replicator versions, but between SharePoint versions. So 2007, 2010, 2013, to be 2016 in another year or so, and across all Replicator versions that you might have installed, because we understand when you have ships and low bandwidth environments that you might not be able to install and update the software at the same frequency that you can in your headquarters environment. And so just like we provide support 24/7, 365, Replicator can do that to your users and bring the content closer to where they need to collaborate. So you can have it in Europe, have it in the US, and have them act quickly on the information exactly where they're from. We've discussed one business scenario, Intranet, Extranet, and how we're going to focus on that in day 2. And other scenarios that we find are most common are global organizations that have multiple farms across either the United States or globally across the world. And, that remote location, whether it is short of ship or maybe oil rigs is a great example. We also have an organization that has a outpost in Antarctica. So really the power is endless of what you can do. And then something that I really like is being able to ensure continuity of operation. So being able to have your content ready in a hot standby so that if anything happens or if you have a scheduled outage, that you'll be able to always have the confidence that the content that in your SharePoint environment is at the second location. So these are, some of the most common business scenarios that you're probably already aware of, and if you're not, maybe you can use these classes to think of how you could use the tool beyond your initial business case to satisfy some other needs throughout the organization.